Hello again, Steve here with a few comments about how the state of Britain or the United Kingdom or so-called Great Britain banning Lauren Southern or kicking Lauren Southern out of the country, from what I can see so far, hasn't hurt Lauren Southern, and in fact, has probably gained her more traction in the public discourse. For example, I'm not a big fan of the mainstream media, but I did see her referenced on Tucker Carlson recently, just a couple of days ago. She wasn't interviewed there, but they had a big picture of her there, and there was talk about her. I mean, she wouldn't have been on that if it wasn't for that. She's been on Sargon. She's done rounds with Stefan Molyneux and these different people. And you know, the old order that the state used to do, right? The old order, as I talked about before in what book was it? Oh, I forget what book it was. Anyway, it's a book called Order and Punish. And anyways, I just don't see it at my fingertips right now. Oh, here it is. It's a Foucault book. Miguel Foucault. The Discipline and Punish, rather. He talked about how, one of the planks of a justice system, which is what the modern so-called justice system is built on, and policing and whatnot is intricate with that, right? Is to create a display that, hey, you step out of line, we're going to slap your hands, we're going to put you on the rack, we're draw and quarter you, we're going to put you on a scaffold or whatever, what was done back in the day. Public display of this. So far, this public display is not working for... See, back in the day when it was so incredibly draconian, and they could get away with it because nobody saw a way out, when they did something really bad to one of the underlings, people said, whoa, I better not do that. And they would hold back and they'd curtail and they'd shut the hell up, right? But now, Lauren Southern gets arrested, thrown in jail for a while, and she comes out more of a hero in the minds of those who are interested in her, for sure. And even the haters and the shills of her who will celebrate this happening, even that helps those who like her because they just hate them even more, right? And also it exposes her to other potential viewers. So if she comes out on Fox, there's the whole group of 65-year-olders who watch that kind of thing. And they might be interested. Wow, here's this young girl who's good looking, obviously energetic. They might get their kid to type in, who's this Lauren Southern kid? And all of a sudden, bang, there's more public information about her. So far it's not working from what I can see. So far the momentum is still growing for the new right and for truth and honesty and decency in the world. And free speech, when it comes right down to it, free speech. So far that is growing, and let's just hope it continues, because this is a struggle, right, between the totalitarians and those who want a freedom of speech, which is the foundation. Some others have said it before. It's the foundation of civilization. If we don't have free speech, we don't. That's the first plank, right? From there, we have sharing of ideas, open sharing of ideas, and then we can improve the quality of our life experiences, right? This is the whole coffee chat thing was about. For years we ran coffee chat, and as a live discussion forum, and the tagline was sharing ideas and improving the quality of our life experiences. Well, we didn't say there's certain things you can share and there's certain things you can't. No, it was a sharing of ideas. And when we can share ideas freely, we can truly improve the quality of our life experiences. And I think this is what's happening now, is this is continuing to grow. And the states, of course, which are always totalitarian, are trying to clamp down because they don't like freedom. The last thing they want, totalitarians do not want, freedom is anathema to totalitarians, obviously. So they don't want that. They don't want free and open discussion. They'll try to shut it down. They'll come up with all kinds of nonsense and excuses to just lock people up and kick them out of their countries, whatever they want. And of course, the media gets on board. All the state apparatus, right? Which anything that's wound up in the state apparatus gets involved. The corporations, the NGOs, the media, the academia, the the polite societies as well. This is one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of being polite anymore, because polite very often is a shield for what's good. Think of all the polite people who haven't been talking about these thousands of girls who've been brutally assaulted, raped, and sometimes killed and thrown into kebabs, for crying out loud, in England. I mean, these are polite people who are not standing up for these girls. We got to get to a point of being a little bit pissed off about what's going on, don't we? And because that's also part of us. That's part of our communication process is a bit of anger going on, and sometimes that's what it takes to get things changed in the world. So and at the end of the day, it's masculinity that's got to stand up and take the civilization back that has been rapidly slipping away. But thanks to those who are standing up now, there's a bit of a stalemate in the slipping, I think. And let's just hope that hope is not a strategy. A strategy, I know, but at least it's a position. But as you know, to use the quote Pope John Paul II in one of his books that he wrote, we got to cross the threshold of hope. We got to get into action. We got to get into meaningful discussion. And at the end of the day, we can't step down. We can't backpedal on this. This is very important that those who have a voice should maintain that voice. And I would say that for lots of people, for people I disagree with, of course. If you got something I completely disagree with, I support your right to say it, right? This used to be a tagline of the left. It's not anymore. You know, I may disagree with what you're saying, but I'll support your right to say it. That's what the left used to always say. Not anymore. They want to shut down, shut down, shut down. So what it means to me is that traditionally, I think the left didn't really mean what they were saying, because it was fine as long as you were talking their talking points. But as soon as now you're talking a narrative that's against their talking points, which is against authoritarianism, they will shut you down, attempt to shut you down through the state if necessary. Steve here, great chatting. And if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, subscribe, and please comment in the box below. Talk again soon. Bye for now.